Happy Monday, children! How was your weekend? Are you all prepared for this English class? So, are you all excited what you're going to study about? Children, this week we are going to see about the creative writing lesson number 2. The first lesson is about letter writing. Which letter which we saw? Which format? We saw an informal letter writing. This week is not about letters, but something else. Did you see the books on the screen? First is Unbreakable by Mary Kom. You know who is Mary Kom? She is a wrestler, a female wrestler. I Am Malala is a book written by Malala. And then there is this famous book, Wings of Fire, written by our ex-president. Yes, you guessed it right, Dr. Abdul Kalam. And Nelson Mandela's story. All these are their own life experience written by themselves. It is not someone else. They wrote it by themselves. So, did you guess what is our creative writing all about? We are going to learn how to write autobiography. So, as you see, the word auto, bio and graphy I have highlighted in green, blue and red. So, it means something else. What does it mean? What is all about? Why did I give that coloration? Because each has a separate meaning, and put together you have a newfound meaning called it's a self-written story about themselves. It's a written form of their story, not a documentary. It is a written form. And auto means self, bio means life, graphy means writing. Now children, do you see all these famous figures? Our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, Benjamin Franklin, and our famous Sachin Tendulkar and Shane Warne. So, do you have to be a famous personality to write your autobiography? Not at all. But if you ask me whether the books will sell, definitely those who are famous can sell their books more than who are not famous. Here, this is what we have to understand first. A text that is written to tell the readers about the real life experiences. So, real life experiences is what is all about. And the person who writes is themselves. It is their own experience. I already told you these are the points to remember before we start learning how to write an autobiography. Auto, self, bio, life, graphy, write. An author writes their real life experience and incidents. The incidents are real, sometimes exaggerated to make the readers read their book. A lot more of fantasy is written. That such books are called fiction. And those fictionable books are not really the autobiography. Instead, it becomes just a storybook. Why should we write autobiography? We write to share the life experience for the welfare of the future generation. And sentence is written in the first person viewpoint. It is always starts as I was born in it as myself, me, I. That will make your writing a little more exciting to read. So it is written in the past tense. Past tense. Okay, you can see Hitler saying this. That's just a way to make you remember that these are written always in a past tense. Already happened. Are the events or experiences that you're going to share as a writing in correct sequence? That is a major thing that you have to look for. When after you've jotted out the points that you have to share in your autobiography, please do check for the sequence. You cannot say about your college life and then tell where you are born. So your birth comes first and then your education. So it's as usual, you have to begin from the beginning. What is your beginning? Your birth is your beginning. After your birth, what happened to you? Where were you? Where were you living? And where did you study? And where you finished your schooling? And where you started your college? Is it the same country or it's somewhere abroad? Where did you do that? And do you have any pets? You have any hobbies? All this, write it down. And also don't forget to mention the date and the year. You don't have to be more specific about the date, but then the year really matters. And so with that, we are going to see the page number 124. There you have your exercise. You have to write down your own autobiography till today. Okay, usually only the people who are at the prime age or elderly people start writing their autobiography, because that is the time where they have come to a point where they have experienced all sort of life experiences. Now we must not have crossed the middle age, or maybe we might be in the age of 30 to 40, but you are still young to write the life experiences. Do you remember what is the purpose of autobiography? Purpose of autobiography is to share your experiences. If you're not experienced enough, if that is the case, your autobiography may not be useful for many people, but still it might find the reader's eyes a little amusement if you write some adventurous story, like how you crossed a big elephant and you stunned by the cheetah, and how you escaped a rabbit, and how you played with the lion. Okay, these are all something that is definitely an exciting story to hear. An experience shared about such kind of adventure is also an autobiography. Your life may not be complete, but still your writing about your own experience is definitely what? That text that is written about your life is always, remember, it is your autobiography. Okay, in page number 124, it starts with a writing prompts. Writing prompts are the questions which will help you to write a sentence or an essay on your own. So you don't have to just answer the question, you just have to build your passages with the help of these questions. The first question, when were you born? So I was born on 10th January 1986. So all these things are just your hint. Okay. After that, the next question is, where were you born? I was born in Chennai. What is your father's name and what is he? Remember, the question what is he doesn't mean it is whether he's a man or a boy. It is a question asked to know about your father's occupation or your father's job. So what is he doing? Whether he's a surgeon, whether he's a businessman, or else he's he a teacher, what is he? So what is your father's name and what is he? So you have to eventually say my. Okay, remember what is how you are addressing yourself. You have to write as my father's name is dash. You have to write your father's name and he is working as dash. Okay, so with that answers your question. And where remember, biography should not be question and answer. It should be as a passage. So for your reference purpose, I have included a supplementary material, not a video. It is just a material with photos of a person, a girl who wrote the autobiography in a form of a diary. And remember, children, autobiography need not be published. So like other scripts like plays and stories, this autobiography need not be published by any publishers. You don't have to publish your work. This is your work and it's your own story. You can just leave it for your next generation, maybe your younger kids or your siblings, for them to read. It doesn't have to go into the hands of a publisher. Now children, so the same way you have to answer your mother's name. So instead of thinking about just answering the question, frame a sentence so that it will make the readers interesting to read. Like, what is your birth order? I am born as an eldest daughter. So I was born as an eldest daughter in my family, and I am a pet for all my uncles and aunts. And you can go on, add up little story about who you are. Do you have any nickname? If yes, give the reason for that. I myself don't have any nickname, but then people do call me Chris as a short form for Christina. So likewise, do you have any nickname? And now I remember about a famous person. So because his hairstyle looks like a little boot. Okay, now, so it is your chance to try yourself. Today you are going to write your autobiography on your own using these prompts. So children, we are coming to the end of this video session. First we saw about a little introduction about the autobiography. Next, the writing prompts for autobiography. Now you have to do your write up on your own. So children, don't forget to do your homework, finish your worksheet, and also do read your supplementary material. Got it, children?